Namaste, yogis. Welcome to All Levels Jungle Flow. Go ahead and find the top of your mat, and we'll get started. Starting with the hands at your heart center, standing tall at the top of your mat. Taking a nice deep breath, we'll inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, forward fold down towards your mat. Inhale, lift to a flat spine, and then exhale, step the feet back into your plank pose, lowering down for chaturanga, lifting to upward facing dog. On the exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. Maybe bending one knee and then the other, allowing the head and neck to relax here. Taking a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, step the feet towards the hands, lifting into that flat back, and then exhale, hinging and folding forward. Inhale, roll up the spine as the arms reach up toward the sky, and then exhale, pressing the palms back to the heart center. On the next inhale, rise the arms up, and then exhale, swan dive down towards your mat. Inhale, lift up to a flat spine, and then exhale, press back into that plank pose, lowering down, chaturanga to upward facing dog. On the exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. With no expectation of your down dog, just doing your best to then walk the feet towards the top of your mat, forward fold, hanging like a rag doll here, maybe grabbing the elbows or reaching for the ground. Slight bend in the knees and your forward fold. And then roll up the spine to standing as the arms reach outward and up. And we'll close the pose by bringing the hands to the heart center. Taking a moment here. On the next inhale, arms rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Pausing as the arms reach the top, we're going to look up towards the fingertips and then draw the arms down wide by the side body. So inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, look up towards the fingers, grounding through the heels, and then exhale, swing the arms by your side. Inhale the arms up one last time here. This time as you exhale, forward fold, hinging down towards your mat. Fingertips might reach the toes. And then our hands slide up our legs for that halfway lift, flat spine. Pressing yourself back into plank pose, lowering down, chaturanga, upward facing dog. On the exhale breath, release that air, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise the right leg into the sky, pointing through the toe. Staying strong here as you balance. And then exhale, lower the leg to then switch to the other side. Inhale, left leg rises, pointing through the toe. And then exhale, lower down into your downward facing dog. Bending through the knees, maybe you can jump to the top of your mat or hop. Lifting up into a flat spine, exhale, forward fold, and then inhale, rise up to standing. As we exhale, the hands come back to the heart center. Taking a moment here to recollect that breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Lifting to that flat spine, and then exhale, press back into your plank pose, Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg into the sky once again. This time on the exhale, drive the right leg forward into your lunge stance. The arms will rise up to the sky, keeping those hips nice and square. The gaze is forward, ensuring that knee tracks right over the ankle. Modification, the hands can be on the hips You can have a hand onto the earth, maybe both hands on the earth if you're working on the balance here, or if that serves you better today. Maybe the arms can even rise up in that modified lunge, or if it's available, stay up in that crescent lunge. Back leg extends. And then wherever you are, we'll draw the knee back down to then straighten and extend the left leg forward, allowing the head to relax, being mindful of the back of the knee here. Nice stretching through the whole leg on this side. We'll step that leg back, relaxing into your downward facing dog. Strive to reach the left leg up into the sky, swinging it through for lunge. Arms drive up to the sky in your crescent lunge. Staying strong here, but if needed, hands to the hips, knee to the earth. Find what posture works best for you. Otherwise, stay up in that crescent lunge. Keeping the hips square, staying strong here. Another breath. And then exhale, press the hands back into the earth, slowly straightening through the opposite leg as you hinge forward, bowing the forehead down towards the knee. Taking a breath here, relax the face. And then hinging back forward into the lunge posture. Curling the back toes as you press both feet back to your downward facing dog. Shaking out the legs a little bit. Finding that down dog stance, and then go ahead and separate the feet a little bit wider than your normal stance. The closer the hands and feet are, the easier this will be as we reach the opposite hand back for the opposite ankle. Reaching the right hand back for the left ankle, and the left hand back for the right ankle. Feel free to bend the knees a little if needed. And then slowly press back into that downward facing dog to then walk the fingertips towards the feet as we come into that forward fold. On the next breath, reach the opposite hand to the opposite ankle now as we drive the other arm into the sky. Our legs are still wide here. Right hand now to the left ankle, left hand in the sky. And then forward hang once again. Doing what feels good here for you. And then bringing the gaze a little bit in front of you as you then hinge down into your yogi squat. In our yogi squat, our knees are wide, our hands are pressing on the inside of our thighs, and ideally our toes and our heels are down. If you find as though your heels are not down, you can sit all the way to the bum. But then we'll make our way to our tabletop posture, our hands and our knees, flat spine here. Then going through that cat-cow flow as we arch and round the back for cat pose on the inhale. Exhale, bring the gaze forward, coming into cow pose. Inhale, round the back, cat pose. Exhale, cow pose. Maybe doing this a few times at your own pace, pausing in whichever direction might feel better for you. Breathing. And then coming back to that neutral spine tabletop here. Shoulders stacking right over the wrists. Finding that balance. We'll then slightly bring the left hand in front of the right hand. See if we can lift the right toes long back behind us. To then come into that tabletop balance. Engage in the core a little here. Opposite hand and leg. Try not to rise the leg too high. And then bringing it back to that neutral spine on a tabletop. Extending the right hand a little further than the left. And then the left toes rise up. And maybe the right fingertips rise up, or maybe you just come on to the thumb and the pinky, just using for a little balance. Otherwise, rise all the way up, tabletop balance. Breathing here. And then slowly lower the hand, lower the knee back to the earth. We'll sink the hips back wide as the knees press open wide into our child's pose. This is a restorative posture, a few extra moments spent here. Allowing the forehead to touch the earth if it's available. Recollecting that breath. Inhale through the nose. And exhale slowly. Pressing back up to your tabletop posture when you're ready. We'll drive the left hand into the earth and then reach the right arm up and open towards the sky. Gentle twist here. The hand can also be on the hip if needed. To then switch to the other side. Right hand into the earth, left arm rises up. Nice deep breath here. Exhale, lower both hands back down. Then pressing back into your downward facing dog. Walking the feet back to the top of your mat, forward fold. To then roll up that spine to standing, arms reach outward and up. Pressing them towards the sky, and then slowly draw the hands to meet at the heart center. Standing tall at the top of your mat, shoulders roll down the back. Maybe giving a gentle roll to the neck. And then reaching the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, making our way down towards our mats. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend at the knees, almost as if you're coming into your yoga squat to find the way to the bum and a nice, comfortable seated posture. Bringing the palms to face up on either side of the knees. Sitting up as tall as you can, shoulders rolling down the back. On the next inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. We'll exhale them to our heart space. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, bring the palms to your heart center. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, let the breath go as the hands come to the heart space. Inhale, the arms up towards the sky, yet this time pausing at the top to then exhale those arms out wide and around to give yourself a tight squeeze, a hug. On the next breath, open those arms out wide. Exhale, give yourself that tight squeeze, maybe with the opposite arm over. And then we'll inhale, rise the arms up towards the sky as we slowly lower the hands over the forehead as we speak kind to others, over the mouth as we speak kind to ourselves, and back to the heart center, honoring that self-love and your yoga practice. The divine in me sees and honors delight in you. Namaste.